I want to talk about something really serious. If you hear music in the background, that's my son. He's a producer. But I hope it doesn't interfere with what I have to say or take away from what I have to say. I want to talk about energy vampirism and how we, even as spiritual as we claim we are as women, sometimes are overshadowed by energy vampirism, and we may attribute it to love. There are a lot of women, especially those that are spiritual women, who fall victim or prey to spiritual or sexual. Let's not even call it spiritual vampirism. Let's call it sexual vampirism, where you may think that you have a connection with someone, a spiritual connection, and it could be an attachment. This person could be a spiritual parasite who is leeching off of you. Okay, let me sit up. Let me get comfortable here. Who is pulling from you. Okay, a lot of us get pulled from our solar plexus, where it's called our dantian. Okay, the solar plexus is our sun, and a lot of times this happens through sexual intercourse when we're intimate with those that we feel that love us. Oftentimes, more often than not, we as women, we have children and we start to breed with these type of people. And then we wonder why our children are rebellious and why they're unruly, because those are not your children, sis. Those are his children from his bloodline. And that's why it's very important, especially for you as a light worker, to know that the dark is attracted to the light. Okay? And that you don't know who you are co-creating with. You don't know who you are mass producing with. That's why you got to get a chance to know somebody. If you're having sexual intercourse with someone and you're feeling drained and you're feeling like you're losing your power, you better pay attention to that, because that's a telltale sign that you can very well be a victim of sexual vampirism. Have you ever had a situation where you had a lot of sex with someone and it was very good, it was very strong, you thought that that person loved you, only to find out that it wasn't love, because this person in the interim mistreated you, abused you, rejected you, cheated on you, and did all kind of horrible things to you that made you feel empty, that made you feel, like I said again, rejected, dejected, and even sometimes making you feel like you have low self-esteem, telling you that you're not pretty enough, telling you you're not good enough, telling you that you'll never find anyone better than them, trying to be narcissistic, condescending to you. But then when it comes for their feeding time, you're beautiful. You're the best thing that ever happened to them. Those are the warning signs for those that are spiritual vampires. But have you ever found yourself in a situation where, let's take your ex, the vampire that leached on you, and it just seems like he was a hot ass mess before you and him were an item. Two of you got together, you started exchanging that sexual energy. You end up breaking up with that person because you finally got courageous enough to let go of that person. And all of a sudden, this person becomes, a business owner. First, he was a nobody. Couldn't hold a job, couldn't keep a job down. Now, all of a sudden, he got multiple businesses. Now, he got a brand new house that's 5 bedrooms. Okay? He's driving the latest and the greatest cars. It seems like everything in his life is just going very well. Well, one thing that you fail to realize is that when you sleep with someone, you share an energy exchange of codes. That person can also have access to your blessings. Okay? So you didn't even know that the boy or the man that you let go of, okay, stole your blessings, took them with him, started building with someone else other than you, with your energy. This is the reason why you never fall for that third party energy stuff in twin flame relationships, where a person says, "Oh, I'm your twin flame. Yeah, we've been together previous lifetimes together, and I'm working on myself, trying to do my very best, but yeah, I need you to still wait for me while I go over here and entertain this third party situation." No, no, because sis, he will use your energy, and he will produce and build with the other person while he leaves you high and dry. There are times that you could probably have intercourse with this person, and after the intercourse, you feel so drained. Okay? You feel exhausted. That's another sign of sexual vampirism. Or they'll leave you with a headache every time you have sex with this person. You get this awful headache that you just can't shake. You just can't turn loose. That's another sign of sexual vampirism. They're leeches. Okay? There is a book, and I will get the name of it. It's coming. The Work of the Flesh by Saran Alexandrian. Thank you, angels and guides. I'm like a walking encyclopedia. You guys, I've read so many books. This book, it really does a good job at explaining about sexual vampirism and how people that have the darkest and the blackest hearts are the only ones that can steal your energy and keep it. Most people who steal your energy that are pure hearts, they end up losing the energy. These people that have a dark black heart, they usually use an item, something that is connected to you to hold on to you so they can remember. Yes, so they can remember how it felt when they were having sex with you, so they can keep your power and have power over you. That is in that book. It speaks about how they would start stalking you and following you. And every time you look around, they will be around you because they need your energy. And even when they're not with you and having sex with you, they will argue with you tooth and nail. Not because they're still in love with you, but because they need some form of your energy. Be careful, my sisters. Be careful. It's not just my sisters. Oh, I'm about to get to my bro stars too. You guys, y'all got to be careful about who you allow to have fellatio to you and go down on you. Because there are women who are also sexual vampires that love giving fellatio because they love taking your power that way. You guys, you got to be very smart. You got to have conscious awareness about who you're having sex with. Don't be getting caught up into these entanglements. Jada Smith is a really good example of what sexual vampirism is. Here it is. They quit their affair 4 years ago. He's coming back. Please believe it's more than just this album that he's promoting. He needs her energy to propel him and to fuel him into his highest of heights. This is a perfect example, you guys, of why you have to be careful of who you sleep with. Sex is sexual energy exchange. You are exchanging energy. And as powerful as Jada is, and as what she thought she was, she couldn't foresee that in the future, the person that she had a swing or a fling with was going to come back 4 years later and still tap into that energy. See what I'm saying? Be careful of who you allow to have access to you. Be careful. Because sex is used as a weapon. Sex is magic, you guys. It's a ritual. I have a client. I won't, of course, obviously mention her in too much of detail, but she has been coming to me for the last month because one of her exes has put sexual magic on her. It happens, you guys. And it has made her whole life a living nightmare, a living hell. Be careful of who you sleep with. Be careful of who you give your energy and your power away to. Don't be entertaining these exes. If you're done, be done. Be gone. Don't give them no access of you. You're too precious. You're too beautiful. You're too valuable, for one, to be entertaining peasants when you could be entertaining kings. I'm going to go ahead and conclude here. I hope that I left you with some, valuable information that you can use. Know that most people that you see in situations that they can't get out of, oh, but I love him. Some of these connections are not love connections. They are vampire. They are victims of vampirism. Oh, I don't know why, I know that he does me wrong. I know that he cheats on me, but I just can't leave him. Be careful, because love will never have you looking stupid. Love will never have you in a situation where you're feeling rejected. Love will never have you up all night wondering where your man is. That's not love. Love lifts you up. Love is upbuilding. I'm not saying that love is picture perfect all the time and that, it's error free. Okay? That's not what I'm saying. Because we are all fallible. We all make mistakes. But don't use it as an excuse. Don't use love as an excuse to stay in an abusive relationship with someone who is a spiritual vampire. That is just taking, and never giving in return. All right, you guys, I'm out. Namaste.